Hey beauty queens, so I have some breaking beauty news. Like when I heard this was coming out, I was like, chill, like I need to do a video right now, like right now. So that's what we're gonna do. So let me show you what I have here. I have these two baby beauties, the new Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer. Like, can you believe this? Can you believe this? Like, I'm dying right now. So this is what they look like. I am absolutely dying right now. Like, look how gorgeous, how pretty is this product? So this concealer will be coming out on fentybeauty.com and in Sephora on January the 11th. So in a little under 2 weeks, we have until it launches. And it's coming out in 50 shades because, come on, like, you know Riri is never gonna let us down, like, ever. Like, has she ever though? Like, ever? No, exactly. So it's coming out in 50 shades, which I am super hype about. I think that's awesome. And if I'm not mistaken, that's even more shades than she came out with for her foundation. So this concealer claims to be creamy, long-wearing, crease-proof, and sweat-resistant. So you already know, when we have all these claims in a concealer, we're ready to jump on it. Because honestly, like, who doesn't need a really good long-wearing concealer? Like, who doesn't? Who doesn't? So in my opinion, I would say that this product is a medium to full coverage concealer. I would say for me, it's a little bit more on the full coverage side. This is just gonna take away all your sins and just cure your New Year's Eve hangover, I mean, basically, or just like your everyday life hangover, you know? This is gonna be extra good for somebody who has bags, dark circles, all of that jazz. So I'm excited to show you guys the demo and show you guys how I apply it and what I think and my first impressions and my thoughts. We're just gonna get right into the video because I wanna know what you guys think. Let me know if you think that this is something that you might purchase, and also like why or why not, because I'm always very interested in seeing like what people buy and why they buy them. So if you're interested or if you're not, comment below and tell me why you will be purchasing this when it comes out on the 11th, or you will not be purchasing it. So I'm gonna get into my demo now so you guys could see what the product looks like. Okay, so let's get to testing. I have two colors here. I have 300 and I have 235. Typically in the summer I wear 330 in the Pro Filter foundation, and in the winter I could go from anywhere in between 330 and 300. So again, I have the color 300 here and the color 235. And this is what the concealers look like. They look very similar to the Pro Filter foundation, but it's just basically a smaller bottle. Just for comparison's sake, this is a Pro Filter foundation and this is a Pro Filter concealer. So it kind of just looks like a little mini Pro Filter foundation. Okay, now I'm gonna go in first with the 300 and see how this looks on me. So I'm excited. I'm really hoping to like love this because I liked the foundation, and this actually looks lighter than I thought it was gonna look. I'm just gonna blend that in. Okay, so again, this color looks a little bit lighter than I expected it to be actually, but I do like the way it looks so far. It looks really good. It looks nice and like put, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't look like it's gonna be sliding all over the place, because you guys know how like radiant concealers can be sometimes. They're like slipping all over the place, and sometimes they are not always good. But this, you can tell this is not, that's not going to be the case with this at all. It's definitely creamy like it said it would be, but I mean, overall I like it. I like the consistency. I do like that it's like nice and creamy. That's awesome. I like that with concealers for sure, because I also feel like nobody wants their under eye to be too dry either, because that's not good either. So you don't want it to be too radiant but not too matte, and this is like just the perfect medium. It definitely is creamy. Like I said, again, this is definitely creamy. It's sitting on the skin really well. I mean, it looks really nice so far, but I feel like the true test is going to be once I start wearing it around and see how this kind of looks. And also, I like this applicator because it's like, I don't know if you could see it, but it's kind of slanted, and it's just a perfect applicator. It just goes on really nicely. I like the way it sits on my skin. It's curved, so it sits under the eye very nicely, so I like that as well. I like the applicator. Okay, so now I'm just going to go in and set this with a powder. So I'm going to use my Dermablend Banana Illuminating Powder to set because I love this powder. Ooh, okay. Okay, now that it's set, it looks really pretty. I really like this. Okay, so for my forehead, I just put on the 235 and I actually like this color too. So I don't know, I feel like this one's a little bit more olive. I could be wrong, but that's just by looking at it, that's what it looks like to me. But again, I haven't seen the full lineup, so I'm not completely sure, but I really like the way this looks. So yeah, for now, I really like the way it looks under my eye. I think it looks really good. My only recommendation is probably not to go crazy with the powder because you really don't need it with Fenty products. And to me, I feel like the face products are more like matte to satin finishes. I haven't tried every single Fenty product, but for the ones I have, which is the Pro Matte Filter, I feel like it's more like a satin to matte finish. And I feel the same with this. It goes on very creamy, but once I set, of course, it's more matte. Still looks good. It's not dried or caked though, so I like that. So now I'm gonna go finish the rest of my face. And okay, so my final thoughts. I really like this concealer. I think it looks really good on the skin. It doesn't look cakey. It's not clumping up. What I like about it is that I don't like to compare products, but just to make it a little bit more clear for you guys, every day for the last 2-3 weeks I've been wearing the NARS Natural Radiant Creamy Concealer, right? And I like that concealer. I feel like it makes me look nice and radiant under the eye. I like that it's not too dry, and that in photos it looks really good. What I don't like about that concealer though is the applicator and how tiny it is. It drives me crazy, and it feels like I have to use so much product to get the coverage and the look that I want. Whereas with my Fenty Beauty one, this one, I feel like it's kind of similar in the texture, but it's like an amplified NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. It's kind of similar, but it's amplified, so it's got better coverage and it gives you more and you don't have to use so much. I'm just giving you guys this comparison. I'm just comparing these products just in case you guys do have that concealer, because I know that's a really popular concealer that a lot of people have and a lot of people really like, so that's why I'm comparing the two. But it's a little bit more of a satin finish. It's like maybe a step, it's maybe like a step, a smidge under that radiance. So I really like the Fenty Beauty. Overall, I think I'm going to be wearing this every single day just because, like I said, it gives me more than that NARS Radiant Concealer, and that's what I want. I want to get a little bit more without having to use so much product. So that's what I really like about the Fenty. So overall, I'm really happy with the concealer. I really do like it. I think it's a good concealer, and I really do think from here on out, I'm going to be wearing it every day because I really like the way it looks. I really like the way it looks on the skin. It makes me look nice and beat. So yeah guys, that's my first impression in my review. So I might check back in later, just let you guys know what I'm thinking about it. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel if this is your first time on my channel. It's free. You don't have to pay for a subscription or anything like that. It's free, girls, like it's free. So join the family, you are ready. You just have to click the red subscribe button. So yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.